Welcome back, everyone. Anzzia here, and today I bring you the guys from Coldclock Knockout. Welcome, everyone.
Thank you for having us.
All right, so for everyone that doesn't know who you guys are, you are a rock band, local here in Florida, right?
Yes.
Okay, so can we expect any new music or anything like that coming out?
Yeah, we're actually planning on going into the studio to record 2 new songs, maybe possibly 3 in April, and we'll be doing that in Clearwater. So.
Sweet. How long have you guys been together and really been making music and touring and all that good stuff?
We've been together since 2015. At first it was just me and my buddy Brian on drums, and we were just rocking out every now and then in a garage pretty much. We met Ryan, rest was history after that. Been playing shows 3 months after we got a set down. We've been touring since January. It's kind of our first tour, kind of just going all the way throughout Florida, hitting different spots and finding new areas to play.
That's pretty cool. When you're writing new music, what's your process like, and where do you draw inspiration?
For me, normally I'll just be either on a drive listening to some of my favorite bands and just get inspiration from some of my favorite songs, and I'll go home and start jamming on my acoustic. When we have band practice, I'm just kind of like, hey, here's this riff, and we kind of just all add our own significant parts to it, and it becomes our song.
Cool. So do you guys all have like a background in music? When did this start for each of you individually?
For me, when I was 10 years old, I got my first guitar, just started learning, some stuff like Green Day, playing along with my favorite bands. Been in 2 or 3 bands before this one, and then this one kind of kicked off, and I've never been happier in music.
Cool. How about you?
I begged and pestered my parents to let me spend my money on a bass for about 2 years when I was about getting into middle school, like 13 years old. Then I was able to get a no-name P-bass off of eBay, and I tried to learn corn off of it, and I didn't know that I had to be in the proper tuning, and it was a mess. But that's where I started, and I played in several years, probably about 10 years in Iowa before I came here.
Oh, wow. Okay.
And then for me, I started playing drums around the time a little no-name video game called Rock Band came out. Never had any music experience in my life, and I played on the Rock Band drum kit, and I was absolutely god-awful. And after about 1.5 years of begging my parents to get me a drum kit, they finally got me a drum kit. And I just, piece by piece, started adding on to the kit, teaching myself how to play drums, and people say I'm pretty good at it now, so I guess whatever I did, it's pretty working well.
You said you draw inspiration from some of your favorite bands. Who are they?
Oh man, there's so many. My all-time favorite right now is Tool and Chevelle. A lot of inspiration from Chevelle. I also love Bring Me the Horizon. It's kind of the heavier side to when I write riffs or new songs with these guys. So definitely Bring Me the Horizon, Tool, Chevelle, Mudvayne, anything of that background really.
So while we're talking about other bands, I know that you guys had an opportunity to open for Saliva and Nonpoint, which they were both featured in Anzzia Magazine. How was that experience for you guys?
Opening for Saliva was awesome. It was kind of our first national show. We were testing the waters to see if we could handle a national crowd and a national following. And opening for them was awesome. They're really cool guys. Opening for Nonpoint and 10 years, a couple months back at State. That was a rush. That was our first sold-out show ever.
Crazy.
It was the best feeling a musician could ever have. It was like a dream come true.
That's awesome. Can we expect to see you guys opening up for any more big-name people here soon?
That's always in the works. We work closely with an event coordinator down in St. Pete that always treats us well, gives us a lot of good shows to get onto. Got us the Saliva and the Nonpoint show, so hopefully the next band that comes through will be opening for them.
Cool. Now, this is a little off, but what is one of your most epic band memories as a unit?
I would say Nonpoint.
Yeah.
I would definitely say Nonpoint. When we were all kids, just playing along to soundtracks on the stereo. I grew up listening to Nonpoint, grew up listening to 10 years, and then to be able to walk out and be able to share the stage with them, and then see a crowd that big, that was definitely the biggest memory I've ever made in music.
Across the board?
That was the first Full House show, man. It was awesome.
Yeah.
Definitely. Crowd treated us very well at that show.
Very cool. What motivates you guys to stay in music and keep making music and touring and doing all of that?
Music. Simply for me, just music. I mean, if I were playing a show with 0 people or a show to 8,000 people, no matter what, I'll still enjoy what I'm doing, and that's just my drive, is to be able to do my favorite thing in the world, and that's play music.
Yeah, I would say I have a similar answer. There's nothing else in the world that I really want to do. Everything else is sort of settling on something else.
Yeah.
So what I know that I'm put here to do is what I do best, and I want to make it a living. Right now it's not, but we're pushing to get it there. So.
For me, I just want to end up bettering myself as a musician all around. I mean, right now I'm only playing drums, but I would love to eventually learn how to play guitar. And this guy right here says he might teach me one day, so.
One day.
One day.
I need you as a drummer.
Where can our readers and viewers find your merch, your music? How can they get in contact with you guys for shows, the whole 9 yards?
He can answer that one.
Well, we have everything. All of our music's on Spotify. It's on iTunes, Reverb Nation. I have everything set up to get coldclockknockout.com online. I just have to shoot it up onto the internet. And yeah, that's where you can find everything. So Spotify for our music. We have Facebook, Facebook.com/Coldclock Knockout, and that's what we're operating on right now.
Cool, cool. So you guys heard it here first. Anzzia Magazine's interview with the awesome Coldclock Knockout. Be sure to like and share their music, support your local bands, check them out in real life. They're pretty freaking awesome. Thank you guys so much for joining us.
Thank you.
Thank you.
See you later.